The basic idea of democracy is that the people choose who governs them. But all too often in America today, it's the other way around. Those in power choose their constituents. Before he died, Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens was so troubled by the practice of gerrymandering in the United States that he called for a constitutional amendment to ban the practice. Now, gerrymandering has always been around in American history, but it's arguably more problematic today because of the application of geospatial technology. Thanks to geospatial software, politicians today can draw their districts down to the household level to make sure they entrench their power for re-election. And with the 2020 census on the horizon, it means that in just a couple of years, all across the country, state legislatures will be redrawing political districts along partisan lines, unless we do something. My project has two components, data and dialogue. First, I want to bring together into one place open data that shows how every congressional district has changed shape throughout American history. If you go on the internet, you'll find millions of maps that show the shape of political districts, but they're usually ahistorical. They just show one slice of time. What we really need to be able to do is show how these districts change shape over time. And this puts transparency on why they're changing shape, who's behind this. And second, the maps online today are totally ad hoc. You might get one or two maps here or there with a media article, but you never get one place where you can take in the totality of American gerrymandering. Once we've collected this data and put it on open platforms like mapstory.org, which I've helped create, anybody can either download that data and use it to make an application of their own, or they can tell a story and explain why their community has been impacted by gerrymandering. To do this data work, I'll work with my friend Carl Phillips, who himself is a professional geographer and a former elected official who's experienced gerrymandering firsthand. Second, dialogue. I'll use my neutral position as a doctoral student at the University of Wisconsin Madison and as an ethical geo fellow to bring together journalists, researchers, and technologists who are shining a light on the way geospatial technologies can be used for good when it comes to gerrymandering. I'll reach out and try to shed light on people building the apps, the games, and the tools that let citizens get engaged in this process in a constructive way. This is a project that brings together my passions for democracy, public education, ethics, and geospatial technology. And I hope it helps solve one of the toughest problems in America today, a problem that affects us all. Thank you so much.